We're joined by Monte McNaughton. Monte, you're an MPP who has led the charge against this new sex ed curriculum. I talked to you before on the Sun News Network when the government was keeping the sex ed curriculum a secret. They revealed it now, and what is in it?
Well, very controversial. In essence, it's the same as the 2010 curriculum. Look, back when Education Minister was Kathleen Wynne, she promised, after Dalton McGuinty pulled the original one in 2010, that they would seek meaningful consultation. Quite clearly, they haven't consulted with any parents across the province because they brought the same one back yesterday.
Well, not just consultation, but even if they went through some Potemkin Village-style consultation, that doesn't mean the curriculum is good. I mean, I read through it a bit today. I haven't gone through it word by word. And there's things I find deeply disturbing because I got kids in the age they're targeting. I don't think 6-year-old kids should be given the kind of graphic, use the word vulva, use the word penis and testicles. I think that would be bizarre to take a 6-year-old and say, guess what? You're now going to be like a 10-year-old. And what do they teach the 10-year-olds and 12-year-olds? Consent and having a sexual plan for you and your partner. It's not even lawful for them to have sex. I find this about sexualizing kids and making them ready for sex when they're not meant to be ready.
Yeah, this is exactly what I'm hearing from thousands of parents across the province. I've long said that I come to this issue as a father myself. Secondly, with the belief that parents should be first educators on serious issues like sex education. And third, the government shouldn't be telling parents what's age appropriate for their children. That's up to moms and dads out there.
There's a lot of weird things in this, and I know it's tempted to pick out the weird things, like talking about the 7 levels of life cycles of Aboriginal people and teaching that in a sexuality class. I mean, it's easy to cotton on in that and say, that's just weird. There's a lot of weird things sprinkled in here, but it's not even the weirdness. It's the idea to teach youngsters of tender years about being ready, to being sexually available. It's not even about the 9 genders or whatever. It's just, why are you taking innocent kids and making them start to think about becoming sexually available? It feels like the fingerprints of Ben Levin are over this, and he was a former deputy minister and senior advisor to Kathleen Wynne on the curriculum matters. He has announced that he's pleading guilty to child pornography and pedophilia charges. This, when you look at it through that lens, it's, well, of course, you're teaching young boys and girls to be sexually available. How can that not be such a flashing red light for everyone?
Well, I think it is for parents across Ontario. I mean, within weeks, 42,000 people have signed a petition demanding that this curriculum be made public. Of course, it's now been made public, but parents are concerned. I'm hearing from thousands of them already, and it's about these issues. They're concerned about where this curriculum came from back in 2010, and just concerned that they didn't have any input into this and the age appropriateness of the material.
Now, I know that Premier Wynne and Liz Sandals, the Education Minister, are already coming out demonizing any parent, or you in particular, who speaks against this, as if you're the issue. I mean, calling you're homophobic, you're sexophobic. No, I just don't want my grade 1 girl to be taught to become being sexually available, or my grade 4 girl to come up with a sexual plan for a partner. That doesn't make me homophobic. That makes me a dad.
Yeah, exactly.
It's got nothing to do with homophobia. It's what the hell are you doing sexualizing kids in your care?
Yeah, I think the Premier and Education Minister stooped really low today beneath the position that they hold to accuse me of that. Look, as I said, I come to this as a father myself. I've heard from thousands of parents, and I believe that parents should be first educators. That's what I'm bringing to this debate. Parents in Ontario need a voice. I decided months ago to take this issue on because I heard from parents, as well as back in 2011 when I first ran for office. I campaigned against this new sex ed curriculum that was revealed back in 2010.
I was looking at this, hundreds of pages in this document. I was thinking, boy, wouldn't it be great if the Ontario Education Ministry came up with hundreds of pages to really teach math, or really to teach spelling. Instead of teaching math or spelling, which they are abject failures in, they're talking about having a sexual plan for a partner. This is for kids with whom it's actually illegal for them to engage in sex. It would be statutory rape. I don't understand it, but here's my question for you, Monty. Kathleen Wynne just won a majority government. the Ontario PCs are in a minority. I don't know where the NDP stand. They probably support this. How can this runaway train be stopped? I mean, let's say you mentioned a petition. We've got a petition of our own, ProtectOurKids.ca. I want to get 100,000 names at ProtectOurKids.ca. But even if I got 1 million, how would that stop the Premier?
Well, my message to parents is clear. They backed down on this once before. We're going to make them back down on it again. We need to build a team of parents from across the province to fight this. I encourage everyone to call their local MPP, regardless of partisan stripe. Call the Minister of Education and call the Premier's office.
Right on. And we'll do our part at TheRebel.media. This is about protecting kids. Weirdly, protecting kids from their own schools. That is so strange, but that's Ontario in 2015. Monte McNaughton, nice to talk to you today.
Thanks.